Hello everyone, and welcome to another match of Littlewargame. Today I am bringing you a game played on Xenos AA4, played with Kaitaro with the red pieces on the bottom left corner of the map, versus opponent Rynus with the blue pieces on the top right corner of the map. We'll go into a little bit of their strategies in just a little bit, but really quickly, before we do that, kind of a service announcement. I have not been able to make a Littlewargame video in a very long time. And that's not anyone's fault. It's basically my fault, or the fault of the situation, basically. But as you may or may not know, I am right. That's actually really funny. Rynus started up his workshop and accidentally canceled it right away. That's rough. That's rough. You lose a couple resources by doing it. But anyways, like I was trying to say, yeah, I haven't been able to get out a video, and that's basically because I'm in college, and so basically I have to prioritize school. But besides that, because of the coronavirus, I'm home early from college, so basically all my classes are online. But the one downside to that, to being home instead of at college, is that the internet at home here is not very great. So I actually haven't slept yet while I'm recording this. It is 5 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. But it is the best internet that I'm gonna have because everyone is asleep. No one is using the internet at this point in the house. Hopefully in the neighborhood it is really early. And basically I was just doing some homework and then get a video up there, let you guys know that I'm still alive, still enjoy this game. Looking forward to the next patch. I'm looking forward like crazy. I think it's going to be awesome. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Casting this game, I was able to take a peek while I was saying all that stuff. Looks like Kaitaro was going for a fast expand, but instead of going into beast play with a wolf den, he has decided to go into barracks play, which is very not unorthodox. It's usually not what you're supposed to do, like not the standard for fast expand. And I may be wrong, especially since I haven't touched the game in a while due to the poor internet connection. But I believe the reason for that is because wolves will give you more defendability, as they're very quick to produce, so you can get more of those units out. And then they're faster than your average barracks unit, so you'll be able to scout a little bit faster compared to what Kaitaro is doing with the raider here. Both players on 2 bases, content to keep mining. I would be very curious to see if Kaitaro decides to go for an additional base, it looks like. At the same time, Kaitaro is doing his best to basically scout out how many bases Rynus has in the top right corner here. I don't think Kaitaro has been able to scout any particular tech at this point up until this jump. That is actually such a crucial blink for Kaitaro. And as a result, Kaitaro is going to be able to prepare himself for this gyrocraft play that might be coming out of Rynus here. I'd be very curious to see if Rynus decided to tack into something else, because of the fact that Kaitaro is going to have all of this time to basically prepare for this gyrocraft harass. Rynus is going to be able to take care of this raider, and Kaitaro looks like he might be able to finish up this third base that's coming up. Kaitaro in a very nice economic position, having 3 bases to his opponent's 2 bases. I believe the only thing that truly matters is actually the worker count. It's not quite like games like StarCraft, where the more bases you have, the more economy that you have available. In Littlewargame, it's a little bit different in the sense of the more workers you have, the more economy you have available. The good thing is that Kaitaro is going to be able to produce more workers, and so that's going to definitely propel him towards having a better game state. But he is going to need to get units, and I think that's probably the most important part of the play at this particular moment. And it is a good thing that Kaitaro has 3 barracks on 3 bases. I'd preferably like to see 1 or 2 more barracks, or at least a tech structure at this particular moment. Okay, sorry, moving my cursor out like crazy, trying to get an idea of what's going on. Rynus looks like he's going for additional tech, so he's going for his upgrades. I'm curious to see if he's already gotten it. Yes, so he's already got his +1 upgrades. He's going for these advanced workshops, which definitely means that he's going to be able to put these catapults in airship. He's definitely going to be able to start harassing his opponent with some catapult drops. Very curious to see how Kaitaro continues to build up from this point. He definitely has an archer advantage, so let's go ahead and take a look at units. Yes, I would even say he has the army advantage at this particular moment. Rynus with 50 supply, his opponent with 70 supply. I would actually say that Kaitaro should be fighting at this particular moment in the game. He's got 13 workers to what was 1 catapult and 3 Gatling guns at home. Now is 2 catapults, so quickly building up to less of an advantage for Kaitaro. I would say that the mech player is always going to be able to increase in value the longer the game goes on, specifically because of the fact of how these catapults work and how they're able to do devastating area of effect damage. The more catapults you get, the more deadly you really become. I like the fact that Kaitaro is going for additional houses, making sure that he's not supply blocked anymore. We'll have to keep an eye on these airships for sure. Definitely Rynus trying to set up a drop. That'll be very, very successful, I think, against his opponent. Kaitaro doing a fantastic job of teching up. I'd really like to see if Kaitaro is going for upgrades at any particular moment, which at this particular time, it doesn't look like he is. But going for forges at this moment would be very strong for Kaitaro. Potentially even investing in some priests for invisibility would be really good, and heal is a very strong spell as well. So eventually, it does look like this drop will be dealt with. Kaitaro did lose a couple workers, and as you can see here, these workers are definitely low on health. But he will be able to get back to mining very soon. It's going to be very hard to keep an eye on all the harassment that's going on from Rynus, but he is doing a fantastic job of sending out his catapults all around the map. He's got additional catapults coming in, and this is kind of crazy. Is it 5 a.m.? It is 5 a.m. and I think I am experiencing some lag on a replay. I don't know if that's even possible. But looks like that is speeding up. Okay. Rynus doing just a little bit more harassment. Then eventually he will be pulling back. So it looks like he's going to decide to consolidate basically all of his units that he has at this particular moment. He's getting some more supply, so making sure that he doesn't get supply blocked, even though he was slightly supply blocked at that particular moment. Rynus going for additional upgrades. It's fantastic, I'm glad. Like I said, I really want to see Kaitaro get some forges at some point. Rynus doing a fantastic job of harassing, especially with this catapult placement. Really going to be able to do a lot of harassment throughout this entire throughout this entire step, making it so that Kaitaro really has to stay at home while Rynus can basically get an additional base going. So that'll be his 4th base. Both of these players will be on 4 bases, essentially. Rynus taking, being able to get value wherever it is possible to get value. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if I see Rynus, harass from the top, but also send some of his units down to try and just do some additional harassment. Definitely lining up to be a fantastic game at this particular moment. Oh, Kaitaro going for a fortress. Very interesting. He is supply blocked at this particular moment. Definitely, well, actually, he didn't. Rynus can kill this house, so definitely looking to get Kaitaro out of that supply block. Rynus as well getting supply blocked, and they both have the resources to basically undo that supply block. Rynus is on it. Let's see if Kaitaro is on it with additional houses. Looks like he did get unsupply blocked with some additional houses, and now he is building an additional castle. Rynus doing a fantastic job of microing this catapult drop, and as a result, Kaitaro ends up losing a lot of workers. Wow, as we can look on this worker tab, so far 31 workers lost for Kaitaro. Really crazy. That is kind of unheard of numbers. If someone wants to do the math of how many resources that is, it's 31 times 50. If there's a low point, I will look up exactly how many resources lost. That would be Rynus looking up as he is completely capped for supply. Definitely looking to try and take this engagement. Gonna keep an eye on production here. It does look like Kaitaro has decided to go for some upgrades, and my goodness, is this going to be menacing to see this mech army and this barrack army just meet each other at this entrance, and immediately Kaitaro says GG with an army that strong. Oh, there was some additional harassment. What? Oh man, I did not even see that additional harassment. Rynus must have been able to sneak in a catapult drop again and kill an additional 38 workers while I wasn't watching. That is incredible. Rynus played an absolutely fantastic game, and let me go ahead and actually quickly do some math on my calculator and see how many resources lost that was. 69 times 50. 3,450 resources lost in just workers. Wow. That is quite something. That could be a lot of castles. That could be like a whole army basically right there. Fantastic play. Well, if you're missing me, know for sure that I am missing you too, guys. It's probably going to be a little bit of time before I make another video. I am getting people sending me replays, and that's probably the best thing for me to do. I know that I can't play the game during normal hours because, like, I'm not even kidding, guys. The internet is really bad, really bad, and that's not anybody's fault. That's just, people are using the internet because they're stuck at home, and the whole family is looking to get a different, a better internet provider, and so hopefully very soon I'll be able to make more videos. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Hope you guys having a safe time at home. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time. Peace.